going on, my friends? Cubs fan Han here for another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. We got a lot to talk about in this video, looking ahead towards the Rise of Skywalker content coming to this game. The devs have announced that we have a new version of character coming to the game called the Galactic Legend, and we've been told we're going to have two of them. We're going to have Rey and Kylo Ren to start with, and we're not sure what their exact names are going to be because apparently they contain spoilers for the Rise of Skywalker. That is a subject that I would love to digest fully in its own video, maybe, if you guys want that, because I don't know what these character names are going to be, but that's not what we're here to discuss today. What do we have to expect with this event, allegedly, with these two characters unlocking, and how do I think they're going to unlock? We're going to digest that in this video. Now, it's definitely going to be speculation heavy. I don't have all of the facts in front of me, but I do think that looking at 4 years of precedent for how CG does things, and also some key clues in the posts that they have made, may point us in the right direction. And then there's just kind of a general, just what to expect with stuff like this nowadays, ever since the Malak event. Now, speaking of the Malak event, so for these characters right here, I think the biggest thing we can expect, whenever CG rolls out this big shiny new thing, it's going to be very pay to play. And so the first thing I think all of us can expect is if we are not ready to spend money, we're probably not going to get these characters. The sooner we accept this, the better and more easy our lives will be. Now, I'm actually not as opposed to this as I once was. When General Skywalker first hit, I was pretty ticked about it, I'm going to be honest, because it just he looked way OP, and it didn't look like something I was going to even come close to getting, which I wasn't. I'm even nervous about getting him the second time around. I think I should, but it's slow coming. But because of how monetized it was, so few people got it, that it hasn't really affected me that much personally. And so it's been a little bit easier to just kind of sit back and accept, okay, I'm going to get him the second time around. For me personally, I know a lot of you, this is kind of what you've been doing all along. I'm a little bit new to this wait for it game. I'm accepting right now, me personally, that whoever this is and whoever this is in the game, I'm not going to get them first time around. So I think that's the first thing we can expect. Now, where is it going to fall on the scale of importance of events? Technically speaking, we don't know that this is going to be more important than an epic confrontation. And of course, the way that the scale, we've got like raid characters, we've got legendary characters, and then above legendary, you've got the journey, and then above journey, you've got the epic confrontation, which is a lot looser. I would be shocked. I will bet a Zeta of your choosing, the subs choosing, that this is going to be at least epic confrontation caliber. And you could just look into this post here. They say the Galactic Legend designation will be reserved for some of the most famous and powerful characters in the galaxy. The journey guide will be your path to unlocking them. So they need a journey guide to show us how to unlock these characters. There's the next clue. This probably means that there's going to be a lot of needed characters to unlock them. Now, looking over my roster, this is my test account. I have my test account logged in here. We're going to be looking at new trilogy characters almost certainly for this. And look at how many resistance characters we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 resistance. And how many of these characters do we all have farmed? Most of them. Rose and Haldo will probably be the main characters that a lot of you don't have. But I think pretty mainstream, most of these other ones will be farmed. And then First Order, where's the F? Where's the F? There we go. First Order. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Most of which are farmable. And so, if it's going to be kind of like an epic confrontation, I would hang your hat on at least 15 characters needed to unlock them. I don't know if that's going to be, it might even be 15 each. 15 for Kylo, 15 for Rey, maybe each classification, or maybe it'll be part of the same event. That's where it gets really hairy and confusing. But it's important to remember we've got two new characters coming to this game right now already. We've got Hux, we've got Sith Trooper inbound. And so two new characters, I would guarantee it. I will eat my shorts if these two characters are not needed for it. Now, another thing to note here is in the Road Ahead post, the devs told us this about the new trilogy content. They said we're looking forward to have old friends. They mentioned these 2 characters kick off are for Rey in the culmination of the Skywalker saga. While we can't release specifics about some of the other upcoming characters and ships, we can tell you that this phase of content will take us well into spring. And so this is one of the biggest indicators to me of how Rey and Kylo, I would bet so much, are going to be the accumulation, I could speak, of the Rise of Skywalker content. Now, this makes sense for several reasons. Number one, it gives them a chance to set it up. They've already brought us 2 characters that are on the horizon. I'm going to guess they're going to bring us more. I would count on new versions of Poe, new versions of Finn, new versions of Rose maybe. We've got that new droid we're probably going to get. There's a lot of new characters. There's some new characters that we haven't even met yet. Maybe a veteran Lando. There's a lot of characters they can throw at us in that time. Number 2, why this makes sense is look at the last couple iterations we've had, the accumulation of all of the KOTOR content. It gave us 2 versions of Revan, and then Malak was the epic confrontation. With the Clone Wars content, we had a bunch of stuff come. We had the territory battle, and it kind of all came to a head with General Skywalker. And so Rey and Kylo are definitely looking to be the pinnacle of all of this Rise of Skywalker content. And so what I would look for, if this is something that you're going to want to have, I would look especially at all of the new characters and ships that are brought into this. Now, right now, if you look at the ships, we've got 3 Resistance ships, and if you look at the First Order, we have got 4 First Order ships. So I would be willing to bet that we're going to have multiple ships coming here as well. And so my prediction here is this is going to be an epic confrontation caliber of event, maybe more, maybe a 7-star unlock kind of thing, instead of 5-star this time, because they're going to try to one-up the epic confrontation somehow, I would guess, because they're giving a new title, and we're going to have a lot of characters and ships needed, especially these new characters. So if you want to get it, pay attention to all of those new characters that are coming down the pipeline. Now, the final tidbit of information that I think is really interesting is that they're announcing both of these characters here. And this is where I'm a little bit intrigued about what they're doing, because we've got a Galactic Legend Rey, Galactic Legend Kylo Ren. In our 2 epic confrontations we have, which I'm comparing this to because I'm pretty sure it's going to be very similar, we had one character. We had Darth Malak, and we had General Skywalker. One single character. In this case, we're getting 2. And so I'm really curious to see if the devs plan here on bringing a choose your destiny kind of meta, where the new version of Rey is absolutely arena viable, can compete with everything. And the new version of Kylo is exactly the same way. And you're kind of forced to decide, which path do I want to take? I've got the journey guide here showing me, all right, I've got all of these First Order characters that I need to get, First Order characters and ships to get Kylo Ren, and all of these Resistance characters I need to get Rey. I can only do one path. Even if you are going to be paid to play enough to do it, you could still likely only choose one path unless you're like uber cracking kind of thing. But I think that they might, I really hope that they're going to try to funnel us into making a choice, and that both of these characters will introduce viable squads. I think that would be an amazing way to do this, so you have this Resistance versus First Order natural conflict in the arena meta for the game. I think that would be fantastic. It's probably going to take a while before we see that, again, because this content goes well into spring, so we got 3-4 months until we see the end of this, but I think that could be the direction we're heading in. And so it may end up being a choose your destiny kind of thing. Are you a Resistance fan? Are you a light side person? Are you a First Order fan? Maybe that's what you should farm, because I think a lot of people are wondering, which one should I farm? Should I farm Resistance or First Order? I think the answer is probably both, or maybe just choose one. So a lot of this remains to be seen, my friends. A lot of speculation here. What do you guys think about these characters? How do you think they're going to be locked? Let me know down in the comments below. And speculate, what characters do you think are coming next to the game after Sith Trooper and General Hux? I think there are a lot of other characters that could be coming. And based on how many Resistance and First Order units we have in the game right now, and then pointing towards this, I'm going to guess we get a healthy dose of marquee characters coming down pretty soon. Thanks again for joining me for the video, my friends. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. It does help the channel. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, my brothers, don't forget